Hey, look at us, we're doing this again. Look at that. Except, I played the entire game and came back in a circle. And this is the armor that, this is like the actual Wukong armor that you're using in the prologue, right at the beginning of the game.
Yeah. I recognize the bunny ears there.
Also, the staff I have equipped here is Erlang Shen's.
Fancy.
Lots of good stuff. Now, before I open this door, let me just post up the live notifications quick.
Yeah, you gotta let everybody know that Midnight Monkey Madness is going on.
Back to Midnight Monkey Madness. Get into some monkey trouble here.
Good old monkey business.
Yeah, monkey business. Down to monkeys.
What are the Planet of the Apes movies going to do with some Wukong story?
Yeah, right?
Do what?
Planet of the Apes.
What?
Could get like a crossover.
What do they think of Planet of the Apes in China? Anything?
Huh?
Has anybody seen Planet of the Apes in China?
Yeah, it's famous in China too.
Okay.
It's a like, they call it a movie.
I mean, the original came out in the 60s. It's like a classic piece of science fiction, so I would,
I guess the Chinese audience know more about the more recent ones.
Yeah, that's what I said. Hey, welcome in.
Hey, yeah, first one, man. First one. Welcome into the stream, man. Just pull up things, make sure the sound is all good, and then we're going.
Hopefully.
All right, sweet.
All right.
Okay, so yeah, like I said, this is New Game Plus, where I have a lot of things.
Yeah, that boss kicked your ass a couple times last time. Let's see what happens now.
阿弥陀佛，那3口红钟终于响了。徒儿们，又有外面的老爷们过来了。
So I did learn that New Game Plus, it does up the difficulty a little.
Are you joining the Batman Bat?
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah, this is show that off on the camera here, but yeah, that's an amazing popcorn bucket, man. Special edition and everything.
There we go.
Yeah, you can't see it because there's a lot of light in it, really, but it is like an actual fucking, yeah, it's awesome. It is freaking awesome. I'm never gonna put popcorn in it. No, I'm not gonna eat out of it. No, it's too nice. I don't want to get like oil and shit from food on it.
Right. It's a good thing that one's on a sex toy too. Otherwise, yeah, it was like a big thing. Oh, you got like a dust devil thing.
I have so many things I can do.
What do you think he's got to attack you at? Pretty much, yeah. That's bullshit. Yeah. Is it one shot though, guys? Is it just one difficulty in New Game Plus?
So, you don't pick difficulty, it just like auto goes, and it's supposed to be a little harder, but I think just because I have all the tools I have, it still comes across as easy. So what I've heard people online say is that you have to go to New Game Plus before you really start to feel any real increase in difficulty.
You try to prevent them from going to that class and the healing.
They are going into me instead, but I think it's just, I don't think they're doing anything for me. I think it's just giving me...
How about New Game Plus?
Then I think it does start to actually get legitimately more difficult.
It's funny because that's kind of... I guess how many New Game Pluses can you do?
I think infinite.
Okay.
So, and it might get pretty goddamn hard at a certain point. It's, the transformation, at least here, is referred to as the Stone Monkey.
That was easy.
But yeah, I think it would keep getting harder if you just kept upping the New Game Plus.
270岁，空成了几百件袈裟，怎么得有他这一件？不！光之光芒。
Those two names were the fire boss and the giant werewolf boss. Here you go. That's the one boss I didn't beat last time, and that took me 5 minutes. And, well, less than that because I spent a good chunk of the time just checking everything first.
Right. I feel like a lot of games that have this style of incremental difficulty, like the second one up that's supposed to be harder, a lot of times isn't that bad.
Yeah.
It's often when you get to the third one, you know.
It really starts to. Yeah.
Huh.
Did, but it was also the first time around I got something from it, and now I'm not 100% sure what it was. Because a lot of the time now in New Game Plus, I'm not necessarily getting all the things anymore, because I already have it. So I know you get something from it, but I'm having trouble remembering.
Is it for all the big or small boxes that typically doesn't get rewards?
It's so you can you actually get the transformations for a lot of just the regular enemies, even too. And then it's not every boss, but it's a good chunk of them. I mean, even if I just pause and go into my spirits here,
That's a lot.
there's a lot of these.
Not a Scorpion King, though. But...
No. Evil Captain. There's a ton of stuff in here.
Any spider ladies?
No spider ladies that I can transform into, at least. There are spider, puppet spiders. Big centipede thing you can turn into.
Huh.
Yeah, there's big puppet spiders you can turn into, but yeah, you cannot turn into one of the spider ladies. There are bosses you can't transform into. But
That must be disappointing for you.
No, I'm okay with it. Okay with that.
You wouldn't want to be a spider lady for a day? We've a spoon for yourself?
No, I'm good. And then if I go to my...
Would you rather have named yourself or stay with the name your parents gave you?
I mean, I've always liked my name just fine. And then here is... So this is the... So it's a much smaller list, but these are the ones you can turn into and use the whole, move set of.
Okay.
So it's not as many, but there's still, I mean, 4, 5, 6, 7, so 8 at least. I think I've unlocked all of them, but that's at least 8 that you can transform all the way into.
If I ever change my name, it'll probably be the Max Power.
Yeah, if I did change my name, it'd be something really stupid. I'd be Max Uppercut. It's the bear.
That's good.
That fucking that bear emote is still great. It's like, yeah, I fuck you in.
I mean, that's what that game is all about.
Champion of Light. Okay, so now here we are back where we actually left off.
Yeah. This weird desert place.
Sandgate Village.
Yeah, but that cat
Did you get rid of the Spider Lady emote?
No.
It should still be there. I mean, Sage likes looking at it, so...
I put it in myself there. There
you go.
Before we go that way, I'm going to jump down here. And look at that. This whole little second area.
He might have just been trying to trick you and put as much of those in.
That's possible.
Oh, of course.
来得正好，我有一单方被水里的小蛙吞了，你莫忙走，帮帮小神。哎呀，亏不了你。
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely trust the fox, man. The movie you should all check out when you get the chance is Strange Darling.
Strange Darling. Okay. I will look that up.
It's about with a big ass dog. How hard was this level?
I'm pretty sure I beat this on my first try the first time.
Okay. Guess this guy's actually getting hits in. Hits in.
Yeah, I'm good for a minute. I don't know if we're doing Hunter x Hunter yet. I know. I'm guessing we'll do the review for this because I am done with it.
Yeah.
And then I'm assuming Afternoon Chin. Tell me if I'm wrong, but work for the holiday. Yeah, I don't have to work. I do not have to work. But I'm assuming we'll probably do Prometheus.
Okay.
At least that's my guess. Get that out of my brain as soon as possible.
That'll be an interesting review. Yeah. Well. No, it's definitely not a rat.
With the orange.
Yeah, he looks like a red box. You know?
He's pretty dirty.
Okay, looks like a taxidermy dog. Think they're gonna make an English one.
Oh, for this? There is an English you can switch it to. I listened to some of it. It didn't seem bad, but I guess I just preferred to hear the authentic language. I'll read the subtitles. I don't care.
How do you feel about the Chinese voice acting?
I mean, I've only heard a couple of times so far. I've heard from the other Chinese. So you were saying the Chinese translation is
Okay.
and the translation feels a bit more.
Well, Afternoon Chin says hello as well. No, Afternoon Chin, how are you doing?
Oh, and that really dumb review basically just bragging on this game. One of the things they said is that all the voice acting comes from.
Yeah, I don't see how you could think that.
Right.
I can see the actor there.
Two-headed rat, man.
It is a two-headed rat now.
Damn, this guy's actually got all sorts of stuff too. Damage there. Oh, three heads. Wait, no, that's three heads.
Uploading some reviews. Oh, nice, the hi-fi retro. Oh, yeah, and he explodes.
Oh, shit, there's a basis rat, man.
Now that's an enemy, I believe, that does not come back.
Okay.
Thank you.
It did look like a mini boss.
There's another one right there, too. Get both of them for this side quest that involves them. That transformation killed him in one hit. Can you guys fuck off, please?
Right now, I'm also watching the Umbrella Academy.
Oof, sorry to hear that.
Is that like, if you don't know how to use an umbrella, you have to sign up for that place, or what? I don't know what that is. Oh wait, is that Resident Evil thing?
No, the Umbrella Academy's I did not like the I didn't watch more than the first episode of the show when it first came out because I did not like what they did. But it is a adaptation of a comic book, and the comic book is it kind of does a little bit of that it's a little bit of that X-Men type thing, right, with the kids going to a school, but it takes place kind of when they're grown up.
Okay.
And it's a little bit more of the Xavier kind of obviously having been not the best person, and them more kind of dealing with their adult lives and stuff. But again, the comic is I don't know. The comic is, I think, just way better. It's got a lot more going on. It's way more stylized.
Dark Phoenix better than an X-Men movie? Well, that's a low bar.
That is a very low bar. I only watched the first episode of the first season, and I really did not like it, so I just quit, and I did not watch it.
You didn't give it a fair chance.
I gave the first episode a fair chance, and then I just was like, ooh, damn.
Oh shit, they got you.
Well, the arrows can get you, I guess.
Yep.
Those arrows
I always feel like
coming for me.
Yeah, when you up the difficulty in this sort of game, it's always the ranged enemies that become more annoying.
Yeah.
In old school Diablo 2, there is one enemy that is like the absolute worst on harder difficulty. I'll let you talk about that.
I didn't think any of the characters authentically felt like the characters from the book. I thought the acting was pretty bad across the board. I find it more boring than anything, honestly. I thought the like costuming and like CG effects honestly looked kind of terrible. I struggle to think of one thing I did like about it. To be honest.
What would you rate it?
I mean, you know, I can only say the one episode, but it was like a very, like, bland and forgettable, like, 5 out of 10 kind of experience.
Well, if it was a 5 out of 10, there must have been something to it.
Yeah, I didn't hate it, but
Elliot Page is pretty good right off the bat.
I did not like the casting for the character from the comic at all. I just didn't. I thought nobody felt like their comic character. It's one of those adaptations where I'm just like this. It's like you should have called it literally something else because it feels like it has so little to do with the book, or like it is such a not what the book is like to read kind of thing that it's like you might as well have just made an original thing and called it something else. That's how I felt about it. It's like if I was watching it and I didn't read the book, I might have felt differently. But as an adaptation, I thought it got like everything wrong. And that's why I would say only a 5 out of 10 because it felt like it was competently filmed and stuff as its own thing. But I was watching it because I liked the book, not because I was trying to watch it's like, you know.
So it more so failed as an adaptation rather than outright bad.
Yeah, that's what I would say. I wouldn't call it like a horrible show. I just, as an adaptation.
It can turn invisible and it moves really fast and then it shoots lightning at you. And so it's like only like briefly visible when it shoots lightning. And it's like not a big deal on normal difficulty. But then when you get to the higher difficulties, where your lightning resistance is like knocked down to like minus 50% or something.
Oh, gosh.
Those things can one-shot you. And you can't see them coming. And they can do it from like off the screen too.
Damn.
So those things are like, you know, the worst.
That sucks. That sounds very annoying. It just ended. Yeah, I heard it was the last season. Well, and here's the other thing too. And Afternoon Tune, tell me if you feel this way. But the people that were into the show, because it had its fans, otherwise it wouldn't have gone on so many seasons, right? But I've heard from the people that were into the show that the show completely, like, the show just, like, lost it after the second season.
Yeah.
And that the third season was, like, a huge step down. Now, again, I haven't watched it. I've only heard that. But
does it get funny, Dad?
I don't know.
I don't know if funny enough.
别在这里伸头探脑，要是被那些2个头的大家伙看见了。
These guys are hiding from those two-headed rat things,
Okay.
which I killed already.
劫难才落得如此下场，不得已背井离乡，原想跟随蜀神大人重整大业。
Oh no, he was afraid of those big two-headed rat things that blew up that I just killed. Oh, it's someone inside this building. They're hiding.
I guess we'll be able to find out what Afternoon's opinion on season 3 is pretty quick here.
Yeah. Yeah, you watch the second season right now. I'm gonna binge it all. Yeah, that's what I've heard is that first 2 seasons, if you haven't read the book, it might be a good show, but maybe not a great adaptation. But I've heard that after season 2, even as just its own thing, it kind of goes downhill.
杀上去，来个痛快！你怎么还在这儿？不要害我被发现！快走！
I killed them. Are you gonna? I haven't read the book. Yeah, I mean it might be a thing where I have to come back after resting. Sometimes that happens.
Are you a fan of My Chemical Romance?
Nope. I am not.
Why not? It's a band.
I don't like the emo rock stuff at all. I also don't like Linkin Park. I don't like Green Day after like 2001.
Yeah.
I like some of the '90s Green Day stuff because that's more punky. But yeah, once you get after the 2000s, after like 2001, they really kind of changed.
Which one do you, if you had to watch, listen to one? Would you rather listen to Linkin Park or I guess?
I mean, I guess I don't even. I mean, I'll be honest. I barely know what My Chemical Romance even sounds like. So I guess Linkin Park by default.
Never had a car broken. Cool.
I did not. It did not happen.
Your go-to songs?
Oh, those are like the most stereotypical, like high school, like 14-year-old girl, like just got stomped on her first date kind of song, And then the songs are like every time, so that.
I don't think so. I don't think I've ever felt like a 14-year-old girl.
That went well.
That was more of a mini boss than a full-on boss.
What was that? It was sort of
yeah, it was called the Earth Wolf. It was like a rock-powered, it was like made from like the landscape.
At least it wasn't a rock boss.
Rock box too?
You ever were on top of a roof and just stared over the city? All the roofs around here are locked, so.
Yeah, gotten around me.
Yeah. But I guess the idea is you're supposed to be like sad and brooding.
I grew up in like a really city,
But
The music, though, specifically being associated, I think, is the part that's all and sad. Well, that's great. That's fine. That's a good thing.
But no, for that kind of music, you have to get on top of a roof, and you have to be wearing like an all-black hoodie, and that kind of shit.
Oh, feeling like you want to jump off?
I guess. I mean, the music will make you jump off if nothing else will. Yeah?
He's a horseman.
Oh, shit. A Bojack horseman?
Bojack horseman. There's an NPC that you can encounter. Well, not you. He's just talking about me and Ulysses. I don't know. That music just never did anything for me.
It's just not.
Personally, I think the early 2000s is the worst time period of music of all time.
Hard to dispute that.
Smash Mouth existed.
That's a good point.
Like that alone puts it. The only good thing in the early 2000s was some hip hop and rap music was good.
Yeah.
But rock music, pop music,
You like the music of the Crow, don't you?
yeah, but that's more 90s stuff.
Goth music is okay. Emo music is okay.
Yeah, that's the difference. Goth, I can get into some goth music. I cannot get into some.
Eminem was good then, but now he's got that Venom.
Yeah, then he got Venom in him.
Mariah Carey?
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
I was never a big Mariah Carey fan, but I never had a problem with her.
Yeah, I mean, I don't love Mariah Carey, but I don't dislike her either. What I'm thinking of, I really don't like Linkin Park. I really don't like Smash Mouth.
You're more of an Evanescence fan.
No, Evanescence is another one. I do not fucking like Evanescence.
Green Day was good then.
Green Day was I think they were on their way out then. I think 90s Green Day is really good. And then it was American Idiot was their last, Linkin Park. Yeah, I do not. Yeah, I don't like Linkin Park. Fair enough, though. I mean, that's, just a difference.
People like what they like. I think Afternoon Tune might be the first person in this channel who has actually said that they did like
Yeah, we kind of all, yeah.
你放心去便是。
Well, good for you.
小小鼠妖，
Green Day was kind of bold, talk shit about Bush during the Bush era. I'll give him that.
No,
yeah.
and that's the album. That was the last album that I do like. I like American Idiot. I thought was really good. Okay, now she's repeating himself. I liked American Idiot. It was after that they.
You know, I don't know if I ever listened to any Green Day after that.
I've heard some of their stuff over the years, and I just don't think it's as good. They got a lot more emo as time went on.
Linkin Park was pretty popular. I thought most people liked Linkin Park. I know it was really popular. It's just that, like, for whatever reason, whenever we've talked about it on the stream before, we've never met anybody who was, like, defending it.
Yeah. I mean, it's just I guess our particular friend group just really did not like Linkin Park. I mean, again, it's, just a difference of opinion. I'm not putting anybody's taste down or anything. I don't know. That sad boy kind of thing that, like, it was like a trend, right? It wasn't like Linkin Park was like a soul thing. It was a lot of bands.
Right, it was just, with the style of the time.
And I think, especially back then, I think like me and Ulysses were just really not into some of the popular trends of our own childhood.
Never wore a black anarchist t-shirt. Maybe that's why I never listened to Green Day. I've listened to Green Day, just not post American Idiot.
Yeah. And I think that's the last album I thought was really good.
Okay.
可大王一日不出谷底，你我就得再熬一日，
Now here,
熬住了才有活命。
Huh.
前些天，小子们又去探了道场，气味比往前更臭。那满地的骨头渣子，不像人，不像牛羊。
Remember when you used to buy CDs?
I still have CDs.
Yeah, me too.
I never fully made the switch to digital for music. I actually have. Not only do I have CDs, I'm one of those motherfuckers that has a bunch of vinyl albums. I'm that person.
Yeah, you're a hipster.
Don't you call me that way.
是还得从长计议，是可怜你那兄弟。什么味道？居然是只两脚
Pretty sure I met this guy at the bus stop.
I believe that. I believe you would meet him at a bus stop.
What do you all listen to now? I don't know, mix the shit.
I don't have like a favorite genre, I wouldn't say. But like, I mean, like the last piece of music, like the last two bands, I'll give you examples. The last two bands that I like really got into was Ghost, which is like,
Back then,
I mean,
it
yeah,
is a bitch and sound.
it's a really good soundtrack. But yeah, the last bands that I like really got into one was Ghost, which I really love. I love Ghost. They're like Black Sabbath meets ABBA. I love Ghost. I think they're amazing. And then the other band that I was like really, or not band even, it's just a solo artist, but Graydon Squared was I think I showed you that Omniverse song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's not very well known, but he's a rapper. He like, I'm trying to remember, but he like got into the military and then like he like dropped. He was like a sergeant. He had like a decent rank, and then he dropped out of the military and then got a PhD as a physicist, and then he quit being a physicist to be a rap artist. And his music is just a lot of really cool like science shit. So yeah, Ghost, Graydon Squared are like my two answers for you.
I'm big on Rammstein.
Rammstein's great.
I like me that German shit.
That German like heavy rock.
Plus, me and Rammstein is just weird on top of being heavy metal.
That's also true. Like weird.
What about you?
Are there any particular? I don't have to think. I need to pick that up.
Music, if you want
Like modern
like
Florence and the Machines.
What was it?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I guess I was just thinking of like a band, but I know you're a big fan of Florence and the Machines,
Oh yeah.
which I like
Oh, yeah,
a lot
they're
as well.
good.
That's another great band.
I still like Nightwish.
Oh yeah, like classic Nightwish is pretty good. They've gone through a lot of change-ups over their band's history. they've had a weird and dramatic existence. The dog days are over for this guy. Right.
You know what? A genre of music I think's pretty cool. I haven't spent that much time listening to it, but it just is like, it's so different. But Mongolian throat rap,
Oh yeah, that's amazing.
Oh yeah.
That shit sounds
Oh,
like
yeah.
like
some completely alien type of stuff.
that shit sounds crazy.
Because Mongolian throat singing is already nuts, but when you have combine it with the rap, yeah. The woman cried when she saw that scene in
Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Oh, they haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy 3 yet. He killed one of his kids, so he's going to get another one.
I prefer his son.
Yeah, I could totally see that.
Yeah, I feel like he was like he was
Oh shit.
There you go, Afternoon June. Here's a Mongolian throat rap music video for you. This shit is awesome.
Why did he turn out so small? And his sons are so big.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, turned out as why is he small? But, I like how there's a second health bar for the king, but the HP didn't matter in that fight.
Actually, you could kill him there, and then this cutscene to fight this boss would be different.
Okay.
Pretty much, yeah.
What do you think of Star Wars Outlaw?
That's what I've heard, is that it's just kind of meh. Not particularly impressive. But also not, like, bad either.
Better.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it's kind of another Ubisoft open world.
More time to go.
Maybe, but at the same time, just with the way Ubisoft works with a lot of their games, I feel like it might have just been the same thing, but with more of it, which may have even been worse, to be honest. Now, these are not going to be nearly this easy on your first playthrough,
I would imagine that, yeah.
as I'm making them out to be. But
that's the advantage of New Game Plus. Kick everything around.
Force this.
Oh, you got a lot of those.
There we go. Yeah, I wanted to. So here's another little fun thing too. Let's see, is this the right wall? Yeah, this is the right wall.
Secret. Halfway here.
You can trick the boss into hitting the wall to get that open, or if you have a move that does a lot of damage like that, you can do it yourself. There's a couple times in the game where there's like some hidden things.
Hit.
Long skills.
That's a reference of that must be at front.
That one in the front right there. Okay.
Funny, like the line here is actually from another classic Chinese language.
Oh yeah?
That's completely different from Journey to the West.
Yeah. Which one's it from?
The Red Mansion.
I've heard of it.
What I like about the Umbrella Academy. Well, a big thing, and this is why I think the show should have been an animated adaptation, personally, but the stylization of the art it's so weird looking. like I'm trying to think of what else I could even compare it to, but it almost has like a Gendy Tartakovsky feel to it at least at times. So like when could you imagine Samurai Jack being a live action movie and being anywhere near as good?
That'd be terrible.
Right. So there's a certain stylization that is just so wild. And then I think with the show, I just think they really poorly translated a lot of the costuming and stuff. I don't think a lot of that stuff works very well. Um, the characters all have these pretty crazy looking outfits and stuff, and especially there's one dude who's like kind of like he's like in like a gorilla suit,
Okay.
and in the show that looked awful. Like that was one of the big things in the first episode that just made me go like, "Wow, holy shit!" It's like, guys, maybe live action was just not a good choice for this. But I mean, I like the character dynamics a lot. From my understanding, because I read and heard a lot about where the show goes, because I didn't want to watch it myself, but I heard a lot of stuff about it. And one of the big things is that they like pretty much abandoned the comic books storyline by the end of the first season.
Are you cool with reviewing the Terminator anime?
Oh, yeah, I'll watch that. That's out, right? I have not touched it or started it at all yet. I don't know. Probably wouldn't be able to do it Monday. I don't. Well, maybe I might be able to fit it in. I guess let me know. But yeah, I'll definitely be up for it. Awaken Wine. Though you can use those to upgrade how much health your gourd gives you when you use it.
What are those things?
Second for Wednesday. Yeah, I could do that. Here, let me get it like sitting straight up better. There we go.
I can just pause.
Yeah, screenshot.
It's a photo mode, which a lot of modern games have. It allows you to kind of just look at the environment in general.
What the fuck?
40th anniversary of Terminator. That's crazy.
Looks like a necromorph.
Yeah, it's pretty wild design, huh? It does look like a necromorph. That's not even the first one of those I've killed. There's a few of them. T1 I like T2 better, personally. But I mean, they're both great.
I'm more of a T1 guy.
More of a T1 guy.
Yeah. Not that I have a problem with either.
I genuinely think that T2 might be Arnold Schwarzenegger's best acting that he ever did in his entire career.
Well, it's kind of the only time where you had any actual range in a single movie.
Which is just funny because he's a robot and you'd think he'd be, like, not need to act, but that's, like, the one movie where I feel like he did act. Cool statue.
Huh. I don't know what that is. Better than Kindergarten Cop?
I think so.
Have you seen Kindergarten Cop?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's you never?
I've not.
Oh, that's an old Arnold movie.
I know that. I know what it is.
Crouching Tiger Temple. Oh, God, yeah.
Is there a hidden dragon in there?
There's not.
Oh, hey, there's that crazy boss.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we're very much about to go do.
I don't feel like cat people. The furries certainly do.
Furries better stay away from this game.
It's too late. They're already here.
Fucking furries, man.
Yeah, I've heard the tiger boss is good.
It was the first one that gave me. There's also another little area for the side here. Let me go look at first. Yeah, the Tiger Vanguard was the first boss in the game that gave me any like serious trouble. That's I hear you guys. I know you're mad. Nice. Increases maximum stamina, and I thought I got all those in the first playthrough, but in New Game Plus, I'm still picking up those extend your max health, max stamina. There's some limit. Yeah, I imagine that maybe I did miss some, and that because there's got to be some limit. Otherwise, the health bar is going to stretch across
The screen.
the screen. Yeah. Can't wait. Yeah, hell yeah. No, I'm 100% prepared to do a review for this game now. Yeah, 100%. We'll be doing that on Monday.
It'll be interesting if those two sequel things are like legit. The ones that we're talking about.
That actually is what the studio themselves said.
Okay.
To in an interview. So like at least the figures they wanted to do stuff based on. And then real quick, we're gonna go. Let's see.
So you're gonna do a review on Monday about the
Yeah.
Yep. Now that I've completed the whole thing. We're going to go back to the first area for just a moment because I found a little thing.
What other great Chinese myths make a cool video game?
I mean,
Yeah,
like I don't know them as well. That's more of a question for you,
oh
Scott.
my god, like it's.
I mean, I know that
I
there
feel
are
like
a lot,
it's
but
hard to explain if you guys have no idea.
right.
Like it's just completely an alien world to you guys, but
Well,
if you get exposed to this, you have to get it.
right. Well, I know the two that they said, and then because Ulysses told me what you said about them, that one was a real person that was like kind of a ghost hunter type figure, and then there was the other guy who like toppled the cannibal empire.
Right, pretty much.
Okay.
They were both like real historical figures. It's just like over time people add up more like shit to them.
Right. So you could do a fantasy thing.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, afternoon. If you don't know, there was a real period in ancient China where China was ruled by this upper class of cannibals, and they actually kept people as like food slaves.
That was like, for example,
Yeah, so like super early Chinese history. It's not even really well documented.
Couldn't you even eat rich people depending on how much money you had?
Yeah,
Like it wasn't even just
easier
poor
to
people.
acquire poor people.
Right, but like if you had the right resources, rich people could be your food too. So I just found an item called the Lung Scales. I may pronunciation might be off, but I got that in that little secret hidden area. Hey, it's a theme of the channel.
Yeah. What we got some kind of food?
So I got those scales from that hidden area in
You
chapter
gotta fight a
2,
dragon.
and now I brought them back here.
Wait, you tell me there was a hidden dragon?
Was it the one in the demo? The white one?
No,
In the early demo?
no, that's actually still that boss fight is in like chapter 3. So that's a little further into the game still. But this is, if you go back, you can find this hidden area.
Alright. Whoa. That's cool.
This is like a secret.
I think I would eat bug bars like in Snowpiercer rather than a person.
I would rather eat a person.
I mean, what if it was a person in bar form?
Yeah, what about a person part?
Ooh. This is like a lightning dragon? What is this?
The name is, again, correct me about with the pronunciation I have is off, but Red Loom.
What is it?
The Chinese black.
Okay, that's what I thought it was. I've never seen it spelled with two L's before. I know that's how you pronounce it. It's just that usually when it's written in English, it's just L. I know. He's just Chinese transliterated English is always easier. Oh, absolutely, I would. That sounds delicious as fuck.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, dude. I eat handfuls of food.
I mean, if you watch Hannibal, you see us cooking, and it's like, damn, that's gotta be good.
It makes you want to be a cannibal.
I can't like my problem with the cannibal is practically because you don't know what kind of weird disease or something floating down their butt.
Yeah.
There is no regulation on what people would do.
Well, we should start some.
Yeah.
We should start some regulation.
It's not a regulation.
Yeah, we gotta have like a federal cannibalism administration. Any other cool piece of Chinese history you can report?
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Pick one of your favorites.
Like just like one, like, or even a couple, just really particularly badass things. Some things you can do. Or, I mean, however many that you want to, or just think of.
say about 2000 pretty much this brothers were created from exclusive modes like Acer Rome and behind Empire it's just they've never really encountered directly.
I know there was a Chinese explorer back then who made it all the way to like the Mediterranean. He made it to like Syria, I think. But he turned back as like there's just too much to keep going.
I've always thought, because like the time period could line up interestingly, but like I've always thought it would have been, it didn't happen, but it would have been kind of interesting if Rome and China had interacted with each other a little bit more, because you could have, in theory, between the technology of both countries, you could have built like steam engines. Each like China had one part, and then Rome had one part.
Yeah, because the
if
Greeks,
you put them together.
What did this guy say? I can't hear her too well.
Oh, maybe turn the music part down just a little bit.
Maybe I can start over. I said about like 2,000 years ago there was this dynasty of China, and they discovered the Silk Road, and pretty much like was aware of the Roman Empire. Like the two empires just knew about each other, so that was really cool. And there were a lot of trading going on just between the two ends of the whole Eurasia.
Yeah.
So.
No, that is. I mean, the Silk Road is pretty crazy. Yeah. It's a pretty impressive trading route.
You know, there's a story that a bunch of Roman soldiers were captured in battle by the Persians and were then sold as warrior slaves to China. And there's this city in China where they claim that they all have they claim descent from these Roman soldiers.
Interesting.
I think that they did DNA tests to prove they're all just completely Chinese, but you know, it's still like a local legend.
And it's plausible.
Yeah.
Even if those particular people turned out to not really be that, it's definitely plausible that could be true.
Right. Well, I want to say the history of where Journey to the West sets up is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Dynasty, like about 1,500 years ago. Yeah, and this monk who made this journey from from Japan all the way to India was pretty much equivalent to Marco Polo,
Damn.
And Marco Polo didn't make it to China, right?
I'm trying to remember.
I thought the general impression was that he didn't make it. He made it like most of the way there, ended up in like a prison, and then while he was in prison, would you watch Dragon Ball?
Like Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah.
I keep saying no, so he's going to ask you now.
The kid, but...
You want to watch all of it?
All 8 million episodes? Yeah. It's actually only half as long as One Piece.
Okay. I didn't mind it, but as a kid, I thought it was like a kid show.
I mean, kind of is in some ways.
Right. And
I would consider it one.
Yeah.
I grew up watching all the Monkey King, shows.
Yeah.
By the Dragon Ball, that is.
Right, exactly.
I mean, I feel like Dragon Ball, as soon as it gets to Z and starts doing all the alien shit, it's like completely its own thing.
Yeah.
Like it started as a thing that was inspired by Journey to the West, but like once you get to a certain point, it's gotten so crazy that it's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
Personally.
It even starts off with little to do with Journey to the West.
Right,
sure.
Rips off a lot of
it's more of a reference to it than an actual adaptation.
Yeah, I do believe the name Goku is the Japanese translation of the name Wukong.
Yeah,
exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Or even like Yogwai in Japanese, it's called what? Yokai.
Yeah.
Yokai.
So they're the same thing.
Yeah. It's very that's similar at least.
What was the Chinese word you said for Tengu? Yeah, so that's extreme.
Oh, that's super close.
It is kind of interesting how Asian culture has like Journey to the West plus Superman. A little bit.
I mean, Goku is also very similar to Superman in a lot of ways.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, you got a lot of this cultural stuff that originated in India and then kind of moved east.
Oh yeah, I was in his
Oh,
I was in his stream for a bit, and I was trying to root him on and encourage him.
Did he get past it?
No, not that I saw.
Yeah, a lot of this kind of mythology and ideas and stuff originated in India and kind of moved east into China, and from there spread out places in Korea. And yeah, it all slowly changes. Sorry to say, the chill spot is still stuck on this boss to this day.
Yeah.
I can see how this would be difficult.
Yeah.
This gave me trouble the first time around.
Oh, yeah, you can make a phone with that guy. Right. They're doing a lot in this fight, though. India had two cool action movies come out this year, Monkey Man and Tails. I don't know where.
I did hear a lot about Monkey Man when it was coming out. It was like a passion project Dev Patel put together.
Why is it called Monkey Man?
I know he wears like a monkey mask at one point in the movie, but it's like a very grounded modern day like action movie where he comes from like a slum. And
It all sounds like Indian.
I didn't actually see the film itself. So yeah, that's the boss that.
Alright. That went well.
I know. I was watching the chill spot, and I was like, "Oh, you can do it, man! Keep getting really close." Tried to help him out a little bit, but it's one of those. That boss is a skill check boss, where it's like, are you paying attention to the mechanics that we're teaching you? Light work, yeah, made light work of them.
小施主筋骨清奇，正响应着
Rock Solid's another spell. You can use it to turn to stone as a parry move.
At least it's not called Rock Hard.
Yes, that is a good thing.
You know, like if you get Rock Hard.
Just the sigh.
Why do that ask?
How often is that? I feel like is that always like the answer is always something you don't want to know. Oop. I don't know if you guys saw this last time, but every once in a while when you go collect plants for crafting, there'll be like a guy that just like straight up comes out of the ground.
It's so addictive.
What's that?
What? Oh. Yeah, Dark Souls does that as well. There's little traps, like mimics and shit, that it'll be like, you'll go up to like a treasure chest and it'll turn out to be a monster. Things like that.
So that's kind of this game's version of that mechanic. You get little trap enemies like that here and there.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's a fairly common trope in a lot of games.
It's funny, I saw some players like making doing the pig and the pig.
Really?
It's kind of similar. You give the pig some little trees and you like you good at forward.
The pig kind of boar character that comes into the story a little bit later on. To be honest, the one character he reminded me of a little bit was the satyr that Danny DeVito does the voice of in the animated Hercules movie.
That's funny. It's a shield. He's a big dude, so he gets a big shield. I mean, I'd like to see him go further with that. Another really cool Chinese historical thing is the treasure fleet that they had in like the early 1500s, late 1400s.
You mean from Eden and
Yeah.
like west?
Yes. Yeah, because they built these massive fleets, these gigantic wooden ships, and they would go on these expeditions to like distant corners of the world. Like they made it to the west coast of Africa. And they would have kept going further, but the Ming Dynasty decided to basically scrap the whole thing because they wanted to favor more isolationist policies rather than exploratory ones, which is too bad because who knows how much further they would have gone with that stuff.
Yeah, that's like a lot of like Chinese.
It's been theorized that if they had kept going with those expeditions, they would have reached the Americas before Columbus did.
That'd be an interesting alternate timeline.
Yeah, it would.
I don't think like the purpose of that journey was just to kind of announce there's this big empire.
It was to open up trade routes, wasn't it?
That too. More like protecting some of the commercial goals. Kind of just like announcing that there's this powerful empire.
Right, a show of power.
They didn't really pass the law from those local countries to businesses. So.
It was just kind of like, exploration / diplomacy thing.
Right.
Just with a very impressive size.
Yeah, those ships were ridiculous.
Yeah, like, I remember the Columbus ship was, like, much smaller than that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely tiny.
Yeah.
I have not.
Ulysses hasn't even seen the first season.
No.
Me and Michael watched all 3 of the new episodes.
I'll watch it at some point to make fun of it, because I know it's going to be shit.
Yeah, Ulysses seeing it will be saved for us doing the commentary videos, because you'll be the complete newcomer to it.
Okay.
So you'll have like a full fresh reaction for those videos. And then I'll have already watched it, and I will be. I mean,
you're gonna be the war junkie. So.
Yeah.
Look at that. Oh, whatever it is, it's dead.
These guys are like, in the initial game, like they're given some trouble to get through all of them here. Like they're not super easy to just get through the whole thing. But
I haven't seen season 2 yet either.
Yeah, they only released the first 3 episodes.
People say it's good.
Yeah, I know. I've been seeing a lot of people say it's good, and I strongly disagree. I mean, to be honest, it kind of just feels the same as the first season. It doesn't feel like worse or better. It just kind of feels like the same thing.
No, the first season does have its defenders.
That's true.
Maybe you're wrong, Dave. Maybe it is wrong.
Well, I mean, people can enjoy what they want. I'm not going to be mad at them, but
it doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me that if people like the Fallout show, there are probably people who like Rings of Power.
Yeah, people love the Fallout show.
I personally, from having watched the Fallout show and from what I have heard and seen of Rings of Power, would put the 2 shows in the same category.
Yeah, it's like the Rings of Power, Fallout, and Three Body Problem are like all kind of the same quality of show to me.
There are definitely defenders of Three Body Problem as well. Yeah. People are going to like what they're going to like.
I might not get it, but yeah, they're going to do there.
Does this leave us somewhat the elite group and look down on people?
I mean, I think as long as you can say, you know, people can go enjoy whatever. I just felt this way about it. I think that's
I
all.
look down on the shows, but I don't look down on the Peter. Like,
Exactly. That's the. I do look down on the show itself, but yeah, the people liking it, whatever. They like what they like. I think these are badgers.
too hard to tell.
I don't know though. Like, I mean, of course people can like what they like, but they want to
Sure.
Oh yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I definitely hear people say reasons why they like a thing, and I'm just like, all right, man. Like, I guess. I'm just like, I don't get it. I'm also another one. I'm very confused as to why people seem to be enjoying Alien Romulus so much. I thought it was not good. Like, I'd honestly say, for me, I think the only Alien movie I enjoyed less was the second Alien versus Predator out of all of them.
Good God.
Like,
That's a really long part.
yeah, and let me clarify. Alien Romulus, on a technical level, is a better movie than Prometheus, Resurrection, maybe even 3, and like a bunch of stuff. But by being in that mediocre kind of space, it ends up being really forgettable and unenjoyable to watch. So I prefer a movie that I think is kind of terrible, like the first Alien vs. Predator. I still kind of enjoyed that more than Romulus. Yeah, or Alien Resurrection. Like, these are terrible movies, and they're worse movies, but I kind of enjoyed watching them more because at least they made me laugh. You know, it's like, at least if you're not if I'm not gonna be like entertained in a typical way I want to be entertained, at least be so terrible that there's some sort of fun to be had. And I thought Alien Romulus couldn't do either of those things. It was not good enough to be enjoyed by me in like a traditional sense, and it wasn't bad enough to be fun. So you thought it was okay? Yeah, I mean, like, again, I would probably say the same thing. Like, I thought it was just okay. It was just fine. It's just that those bad movies I enjoy more because, at least, you know, by being so terrible, it's like there's an entertainment factor.
I haven't seen Romulus, but from what I've heard, it sounds like kind of a slap in the face.
The Ian Holm stuff, really.
Well, I also don't like that it did the Alien 3 thing of completely devaluing Ripley as a character, like, right off the bat.
That is also true. It did kind of do that. Yeah, I mean, CGIing a dead actor back in, kind of just saying, oh, all those things Ripley accomplished, she didn't accomplish those things.
Yeah, she didn't do shit. Now let's spend the rest of the movie, quoting her dialogue.
Yeah, the callbacks were terrible. And then it had to, the whole third act was basically a Alien Resurrection combined with Prometheus, like, reference at the same time.
That's such a strange choice.
Those are the two worst movies.
Yeah.
So, like, why you would be like, oh, we're going to pay tribute to that? It's like, why? What is the point?
I feel like if that Terminator anime has a long, drawn-out scene that's a callback to the Terminators checking each other's ID in Genesis.
Right. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. It's like, if they were just callbacks to the first two, that'd be one thing. But they were, like, callbacks to, like, every movie in the franchise.
Member berries.
Hardcore member berries. And I also, like, even before the member berries part kicked in, it really just wasn't, like, just the characters of its own movie, I thought, were just really weak and not very interesting.
It's wearing some sort of tree hat, but under it is some sort of animal person, I think.
I can assume, and I think it's
wearing a horse skull.
That might actually just be its head.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it actually might be a skeleton.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, with a tree coming off
it makes weird hyena noises.
Yeah.
I think you can fucking play with me. Regular guys out here. Yeah, I don't know. I was real down. I just expected better because I just heard so many people say so many good things about it. I really expected it to be more. And also I would think that after Fede Alvarez directed the 2013 Evil Dead remake, I was expecting more like gore.
It's almost weird because I mean, Alien and gore is a big part of it.
Yeah,
It's always been a big part.
there's like one death in the movie that I thought was like gory,
That scene in Prometheus had a lot of gore.
yeah, the weird like C-section scene.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't know. It kind of just came away as so unremarkable.
That's it. It'd be kind of funny if you kick him in the head. I thought it was kind of cool when that chick popped out the alien baby.
Yeah.
That's a reference.
Yeah, popped up the alien baby. I'm trying to remember.
Is that the engineer baby?
Yeah, I didn't like that at all. I can't be with you on that one because well, An Afternoon Tune has never seen 3 or 4,
Right.
so I feel like watching it, not having seen those
yeah.
movies, it comes across as like Tim said the same thing. Tim had never seen anything past the first 2, and so it seemed like kind of a fresh idea. But I think when you've
that was some good gore.
It was okay, but I feel like they cut away a lot. Whereas, like, again, it's earlier this year. Like, not to constantly compare it to other things, but earlier this year there was the first Omen, and I thought that had a very gory birth scene in it, and that to me was like, okay, now that's what I would have wanted out of an Alien film, to do like a birth scene like that. Because they show like everything in that, and it looks fucked up. And I don't know. I thought even that birth thing moment in Romulus felt kind of pulled back compared to
especially when
previous Alien films.
it's such a weird. It itself is such a weird, like, oh, you remember Prometheus? You remember Alien Resurrection sort of moment?
Right. So and that's the thing. Whereas if you haven't seen Alien Resurrection, I could see how it comes across as this interesting idea. But it's literally the same thing that happened in that movie, and so I was sitting there going, like, are they really fucking just copying like the worst movie of the franchise for the last 15 minutes of this movie? Or sorry, the 2 worst, because it's also like the baby's also part engineer. But like again, I think if I hadn't seen all those other movies, it might have come across better for me too.
Right.
But I think it's just the fact that it is.
I'm guessing a lot of the people who are going to theaters and are enjoying it are people who probably didn't watch Alien 3 and
Resurrection. Yeah, I mean,
probably not even Prometheus.
Yeah. I mean,
all 3 of those movies certainly have a reputation of like being the shitty ones. So most people, sensible people, unlike us, would avoid that shit. What's this?
Stone Vanguard.
Alright. I thought you were about to fist it.
I'm not Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, that's all stable. I'm guessing he's a bit longer.
The clones do their own thing.
Plus, the baby was their cousin anyway, so the baby was gonna come out fucked up either way.
That's true.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, that baby was also inbred.
Maybe even new.
Well, it then turns into an engineer baby because she infects herself with the black goo because, of course, on the space station, Weyland-Yutani also has the black goo.
Yes.
So we had to rope all that Prometheus mythology into the game as well.
It does feel a little forced.
It's incredibly forced. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
There we go.
That got a bit hairy.
It's children coming out.
Murdered me this whole thing.
Yep, damn right it did.
Hey!
Hey, what's up, Cal? How you doing, man? Welcome in. Good and stoned, I hope. Well, just having fun running through some of the bosses in Chapter 2 here. Yeah, it was funny because that tiger one, I got stuck. No, that was earlier. Oh, fair enough. Because I did get stuck on that tiger boss my first playthrough for a little bit of time. Like that was a tough one for me. But now it's just like
It's nice dreaming out, and I'm just chilling playing COD with a friend.
nice.
I don't know.
Well, we appreciate you coming in and hanging out. $20 or so. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I mean, after the first chapter, they're too long to just do like,
One,
to do
that's it.
one for every stream. Only
Yeah.
the first chapter was short enough for that to really work.
Okay.
But yeah, see, I mean, it's just a matter of you guys let me know when you are needing to go, and we'll wrap up that.
Good.
It's got like a tiger face on the shield.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just noticed that
They're
too.
all big fans of the Tigers. They
Tiger
must,
that I whooped the ass of.
they must like Frosted Flakes.
They're great.
They're probably like acolytes or students of those or something.
Yeah, I believe in this part of the world, the Tiger Acolyte and the Stone Acolyte, or the Tiger Vanguard and the Stone Vanguard are meant to be like the main henchmen of the big final boss of this area.
Mm.
Well, hey there.
What the fuck? It's a
I
war
think it's a warthog. He's wasted.
This is what would happen if they kept making Lion King sequels.
神清气爽。是你把咱叫醒的，多谢。不过，咱现在肚子空空，恕不奉陪。
9
Goddamn.
years of Phantom Pain.
Since the last Metal Gear game came out, that's crazy.
What about Metal Gear Survive?
We're not counting Metal Gear Survive. Don't talk to me about Metal Gear Survive. Don't you talk to me. Don't you fucking talk to me about Metal Gear Survive.
吃饱喝
This
足
is fucking bullshit.
That was your favorite one.
Oh, the hell it was.
你这瘦鬼身子也该多吃点儿。走走走，跟咱去卧虎寺。咱现在啊，得挺，都到卧虎寺内。
Oh, you're gonna need to come back with a lot of Big Macs.
Just, so, let me remember here. I think.
Fortunately, in China, Big Macs are actually good.
Are they really?
Big Macs.
Yeah, like the McDonald's burgers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, in China, a lot of the fast food restaurants that are shit here are like luxury restaurants in a lot of Asian countries.
Huh.
I mean, they're kind of meant to design to be going to the middle class more. So
Yeah, because actually, when we went,
Well, here it's not only is the food terrible, but it's also only for rich people.
but in China, it's like it's meant to be like a classy, like kind of like nice kind of meal. Like even like places like Domino's, KFC are actually like like nice restaurants.
It's crazy. I know at KFC is everyone in Japan goes to KFC as like a Christmas tradition on Christmas.
Well, yeah, because their KFC is actually good.
I don't know how that became a thing in Japan, but it's like a tradition, Christmas tradition there now.
Kentucky Fried Christmas,
So, apparently.
Kentucky Fried Christ.
Ooh, there you go. Kentucky Fried Christ.
Hey, move.
Yep. So my advice for anyone that plays this game: do this Warthog's little thing here before trying to fight the final boss of this area.
Is Japan white people's Wakanda?
They act like it. The fucking weeb,
Oh yeah.
the weebs on the internet act like it is.
Yeah, why isn't the Monkey King using a katana, the best weapon ever invented? There's a weird thing with weebs where they obsess over Japanese. Japanese swords aren't even that good. Well, the thing is that Japan had really shitty metals to work with to make its weapons out of, and that's why Japanese blacksmiths were actually really good at what they did, but they had to be that good because the metal they were working with was shit. You don't know about weed? She doesn't keep her pure.
He's saying don't, like he's telling us not to tell you about it, so you don't have to stain your mind with it.
But yeah, so I mean, like, the method to make a katana is quite intricate and advanced, but the actual sword, because of the quality of metal that was put into it historically, is just going to be kind of average.
Yeah.
What makes me with like modern industrial supplies and
I'm sure you could make a really good katana with modern, like, you know, like, properly sourced steel, but why would you bother now that we have guns?
Right.
It's just, you know, the arts of craftsmanship.
Well, sure, if you just want to do it to be cool, go for it.
That's what the weebs think they're doing, being cool. I know they're definitely not. Anybody that was like obsessed with like being like some other ethnicity is like that's a giant one of the biggest red flags in a
Yeah.
person that you could possibly have.
But it does go the other way, too. I mean, there are people in Asia who, like, obsess over, like, Germany and shit.
I think Hideo Kojima might be a weeb for America.
Yeah, I can see it.
I mean, I feel like it's one thing that you do appreciate some other cultures and you want to learn more about it.
Oh yeah,
Totally.
that's a great thing.
It's one thing to, you know, think Japan is, like, a cool and interesting place. It's another place to be like, I'm a samurai. White dudes living in Japan claiming about people coming to Japan. Yeah, that's a thing.
Jesus. Isn't it kind of similar to like immigrants complaining about other like illegal immigrants here?
Well, there is a difference between legal and illegal immigrants. So, like, that makes a little more sense than than.
But if you're a legal immigrant and you're complaining about those damn legal immigrants,
Which is the thing. You are right that there are people who do that.
oh yeah, that absolutely fucking weird hypocrites out there that do that kind of thing.
And usually it's just people, you know, being mad about immigrants from one part of the world they don't like coming here.
Yeah, it's never got anything to do with like any sort of actual practicality.
Usually just veiled racism of some kind.
Thinly veiled.
There are self-hating.
Oh yeah.
Oh, totally.
There's self-hating people for every single group out there.
Oh, now we're kicking their ass. I like the way he goes blind.
You just try and pocket sand me, you motherfucker. This is more of like a test type thing. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I realize, like, even though as much as I'm like making this, I think a lot of this look fairly easy, you still do have to be careful to not actually get hit. Because it's like, you see when I do get hit.
Still hurts.
Still hurts.
I mean, those guys did get you that one time.
That's true. You like, I pack a hell of a punch too, but... That's also 10 upgrade points I haven't even touched.
Jesus.
I'll mess with that later. But it's a particularly cool boss in this little area here. Yeah, it's another hidden one. Now, this is my advice to anyone playing this game. Come do this hidden area. before trying to deal with the main boss of this chapter, because you get an item from defeating this hidden area that makes the main boss far more. No, for some reason the mask never goes
That's
into
a
the
common thing in
cutscene
a lot of games where helmets and masks aren't shown on the player
during
area.
your cutscene. Yeah.
Some games have an option where you can turn that on and off.
I've done I did almost every single thing. I think I'm missing like a single journal entry. And there's some like armor sets and items I haven't gotten yet, which I'm gonna do like the full 100%, literally get everything on my New Game Plus playthrough. But I'd say I did like 96%, 95%, whatever on the first run. I just have little things to clear up now.
That's AJ, you're a true gamer. You got platinum every game you play.
Well, that's I'm not doing that. I'm not platinuming everything I play. I do think I will platinum this though.
Yeah.
I genuinely think I will. I've already got like 63% of the trophies or something like that. And I looked through all of them, and a couple of them are just brief triggers that I already have like most of it done.
Oh, cool. Of course, you were going to want 100% gold.
If there's...
We can beat it first.
Yeah, we definitely have to beat it.
At least we got through that terrible stuff.
Yeah. God, it took long enough. There's also a lot of story that if you don't find the hidden area, you would just not get.
That's true. So we're gonna fight the sandstorm from the mummy.
The final boss of this area involves some sandstorms.
Okay.
Link, quit chewing your feet.
But if he doesn't chew his feet, who will?
He's like, somebody's got to chew my feet. Nice. Do you guys have to work on Monday at all?
No.
Nice. Oh yeah. Get that day off.
That's great.
Looks like everybody was leaving early, like yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like 3 minutes, 3 or 4.
Sam?
I had to be there alone until like 6.
Oh jeez, really?
Hey, it's another kitty.
This one, even on the first go, was a lot less tough than the other one. Because I think it's actually the same. Because I believe this hidden area is kind of meant to almost be like looking into the past, almost a little bit.
Before he turned into a bigger fucked up kitty.
Yeah. Peter J. McGuire and Matthew McGuire. Ooh. I might know who that is, but I'm having trouble calling at the moment. Oh yeah, probably. No, that's probably exactly what it is.
Raiders Labor Day, there you go. Good guess.
There you go.
That's some shit I didn't know. Is Labor Day communist?
So
There you go.
so it is.
Well, they do have your shit in September, like after the
Does that make it not
Does
communist?
that make September also communist?
Or are things not communist if they're in September?
Oh, tell me.
Was 9/11 communist or not?
Oh,
It happened in September, so
What else happened in September? You see why I jumped to that first. I mean, there aren't that many things that happened in September.
So does that mean the Hunt for Red October is not communist because it's in October?
Yeah, there you go.
So anything that happens in the month of September is automatically communist. Doesn't really matter what it is. It's just September. September is just a communist month.
okay.
So I've been getting paternity leave is definitely communist.
That gets me.
我家大王打灵山而来，不忍见此地百姓受苦受难，出手降妖。
But to be honest, I think it should be like a
你若肯施以援手，定然事半功倍。
Yeah, oh, for sure.
I mean, Europe, a lot of European countries have that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's actually just most places.
In America, our maternal/paternal leave policy is get fucked.
yeah.
With those. Apparently, big communist party in Japan. Are they getting run through with swords still? That was a thing, and was that the 60s that happened?
I think that was the 60s, yeah. There's an assassination with a katana in the 60s.
Not by a weeb.
No, by an actual Japanese person.
But I thought that was against Japanese communists specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Because they really opposed communism in Japan back then. What is this?
You know, the fun fact is like the Japanese communists are taking the dominance.
Yeah.
在妖怪身上不知有何法宝，与我相克，
Then they
三
go
昧
like,
神风都不能
That's
伤他
not
分毫。
surprising.
要引得妖怪出来，需用雷鼓之法。我雷响大鼓，引出巨虫。若你愿前去，待时机一到，夺了他的法宝，我便能施法降服此妖。
Summoning it like a doom worm.
It's not going to look like a giant flashlight.
Yeah. No, trust me, I'd take a point off the game if a fleshlight came out.
Right, I mean, they already got those fighters, so you're satisfied. They're different factions of communists. There have been historically, but I don't know about now.
it's just like, didn't want to have an so they try to unify everything and I don't know much about Chinese politics, sorry. And I try to just stay away from it.
Most Chinese try to stay away from
雷
politics.
鼓之法本是这天尽头的百姓为抵御太阳西沉入海的可畏之声而发明。海水沸腾，声音之大，可以震杀城中小儿。雷鼓之法解了此难，却又引来了妖怪。他有法宝护身，无可。
So we gotta go down there and kick that bug's ass.
Yep. I'll kick that bug's butt.
Do bugs have butts?
You know, a lot of pink candy is coated, that dye, that pink dye that a lot of candy is coated with. It comes from bug shit. So
Oh, cool.
literal bug shit. So.
Okay.
So if you eat pink candy, you're eating bug shit.
Well,
What do they do? Like,
Yeah. Damn. I did go. Let's see, excited. I'm actually surprised you can hit by that body slam.
I just dodged right at the right moment, that's all.
It's like a stag beetle. A sort of beetle kind of monster. I'm not up on my large bug, so I can't tell you exactly what it is. I think people keep those feathers.
So I don't know how much. Oh, it does stun him.
Yep. That dust devil ability is really good.
Yeah, Tornado's awesome.
Like attacking you. What it feels would be like a rock.
Feels good, man. Feels good.
Better than Big Wolf.
Anything feels better than Big Wolf. Are you kidding me? Look at that.
How hard was this fight on the first go?
I think it took me 2 tries,
Okay.
but it's still not like too bad.
No. For a Souls Light, that's nothing. Like the trail. like the music too. Middle Eastern. Yeah.
这脓包又多了，交出来！
Yeah.
What is that thing?
I believe he's a rat as
Okay.
well.
I couldn't be sure if he was like a woodchuck or something. Oh, interesting.
There's a nut on top of his leg.
要不是现在摸了他的宝物，
Oh.
That is the tool that is extremely helpful against the actual final boss of Chapter 2.
我来助你。赢。
Hey, some backup.
Yeah, occasionally in this game you actually get to fight like alongside other NPCs.
That's nice.
Another thing is like space.
Yep. Is it true Doom Patrol came before X-Men and X-Men ripped off Doom Patrol?
To some degree, yes. X-Men I think did take some Doom Patrol. Doom Patrol was first. Fantastic Four also takes from Doom Patrol. I mean, just in there being like 4 of them, right? Specifically, that's also very kind of yes. I mean, yeah, Fantastic Four and X-Men both took a bunch of stuff from Doom Patrol. But yeah, no, that's entirely true. I mean, like, I would say that, I'm sure, you know, you could go, like, you could call a lot of things rip-offs, but ultimately they are inspired by and they do their own things with the idea.
Right.
I'd say X-Men, you know, maybe at the very beginning it felt a little bit more like it was stealing those ideas, but I think, you know, relatively quickly X-Men differentiated itself in a lot of very strong ways. But, I mean, yeah, at the very beginning.
Final Four, Fantastic Four looks good, but there's never been a good adaptation.
Not one time.
Not yet.
This could be finally the time that it happens.
Astonishingly, the best attempt was actually the Roger Corman one.
Yeah, that unreleased Roger Corman one is legitimately better than...
Like, given the trash that, you know, Roger Corman had his name on, that is, like, shocking.
Yeah. Yeah, really, honestly.
Yep, I'm just saying.
满城百姓感谢不尽。
Cool. Yep.
Absolutely, yeah.
For me.
Gives Thing vibes, but I don't wish upon him having... I wish upon him not having a dick. I think the Thing has a dick. It's just a rock dick. It's just a dick made of rocks.
Yeah, I mean, it's always hard.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's probably always ready.
I mean, he does wear underwear all the time. I mean, why would he wear underwear if he didn't have anything to hide?
That is true. That is true. He's got something to hide.
Oh,
It's always rock hard,
yeah.
exactly. Literally at all times.
I mean, he does have a girlfriend, too. I mean, keeping her coming back.
Yeah.
That Thor movie, he didn't wear anything.
Oh,
Thor
yeah.
stick.
Yeah. He's literally just a big naked hunk of rocks. So it does look like he just definitely doesn't have a dick.
All right, well, but that's only one version.
Yeah, in the comics, he's always got shorts or pants on or something. So, like, you assume he's covering something up.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, there we go. There's another little taste, not a full chapter like last time, but like I said, that each chapter gets bigger as the game goes along. So, there's a lot more ground to cover in chapter 2.
Cool.
But yeah, I'll look for somebody to raid real quick. But otherwise, yeah, we'll head out of here. And happy to take suggestions from Cal or Afton Jim as well for that. Let me check who I have here.
I have someone you can raid after Vincenzo's.
Oh, yeah, who are you thinking? Yeah, no, toss your suggestion at me, man. Who do you have in mind?
Dante
Yeah.
Sony is playing Star Wars Outlaws.
All right. We're going to throw a raid over there to Dante Tassoni, checking out the new Star Wars game. Well, we appreciate you guys hanging out. Oh,
Cranial TV is another
I will keep that in mind for who's playing Alan too. Nice. Well, I'll keep that in mind for the next time. Yes, just because I already started it. But I still appreciate the suggestion, Cal, and definitely in the future I'll go with that one. But yeah, Cal, Afternoon Jim, appreciate you hanging out, and yeah, I don't know that we'll do more of this because you guys are gonna play it for yourselves, and you don't want to see too much. Like Alamo too. Good shit. We appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Well, that's the reason people don't like this game. It's not woken up.
Oh, right, exactly. But yeah, no, good to have you guys here, and go give Dante some love, and we'll catch you next time.
Well, yeah.